What's up, y'all? Ah, damn, that's some hot tea. Holy shit. So hot. Hot like lava. You got a problem? I got a problem solving, and its name is Revolver. That was lyrics to Ice Cube, Dr. Dre, Natural Born Killers. Y'all go on YouTube, watch the music video, but also listen to the song. I would listen to the song first, then go back and watch the music video, the full music video. Ice Cube, Dr. Dre, Natural Born Killers. If you've not seen that, you should go on YouTube right now, pause me, open up a tab, go watch that shit. It's fucking awesome. That song, Natural Born Killers, is sick. Ice Cube has some of the sickest fucking rap lines in that one. Some of the darkest, sickest shit. That's back when rap was dark. Man, there was a time when metal got dark. I mean, rap got dark as shit. I'm saying that. I love it. I love it. I wish rap would be dark legitimately. Like, not this, like, we're actually, into this occult stuff. No, when they were just dark in just their minds and their souls and their art and their craft. Like, how do we get this vibe out? But then they went into, like, really occult shit. And the quality suffered. I'm honestly, at this point, like, I'm going to put eyeballs in my thing. The checkerboard pattern. Alice in Wonderland references. Korn did that one. Alice in Wonderland. They put that on a cover of an album. That's an occult-themed thing. I think the guy that wrote Alice in Wonderland, I've heard from people, they said he had the hots for like his little baby cousin or niece or something. Maybe it was a niece, that's what it was. And he had the hots for her. She was like a child and shit. And he wrote that story for her, and everybody thought, oh, that's really sweet. And then you realize the undertones of like Alice in Wonderland. Alice has been drugged. She's been drugged. That's what the story's all about. Alice, man, down that rabbit hole. Like, she's hallucinating, and apparently the people are putting on this fanciful show for her hallucination. And they don't have her best intentions in mind. And then there was a video game about Alice in Wonderland where she got out of Wonderland and was crazy from then on after. I like that. That was really fucking awesome. I dated a chick that played that game, and she was dark. And she was crazy, and but it was funny. It didn't reflect in all aspects of her life. She was like pseudo-dark. You know, she was like the Diet Coke of dark. Looked dark, sounded dark. Well, when you got her clothes off, it was less dark. It was more vanilla. I was hoping for something dark and rich, if you know what I mean, and I got a very... I got a mocha latte. I was hoping for a bold, rich, dark Colombian coffee, and instead I got a latte. I want to make a joke about foam, cappuccino foam, and make it derogatory, like sex or sexy and shit, but nothing's coming to mind. With a light foam. Yeah. She was a vanilla latte with a light foam. Oh, that's like a backhanded compliment. You know, it's like, you were mid, but delicious. That's fair. That's fair. I will stand by that comment. Her name was Meg. I'll say that shit. Because I ain't going to say her last name. Mainly because I couldn't remember it. Now I did, but I'm not going to say it. Anyways, I'm talking about chicks and shit. I do that. I like women. That's pretty much what it comes down to. Cheers if you do too. And if you don't, that's cool too. Are you interested in me, and are you a woman? That's what everyone's... Bro, you're digging yourself in deep again. It's like that time you hit on your wife's hot friend in front of your wife. And I wasn't drunk. I'm a damn fool sometimes when I talk to women. Oh, a little secret about myself. I was not the player in high school. I was such a fucking dork and I was awkward as shit. I didn't get interesting until after I left high school. After I got out from under that bullshit and started working for a living and making money and like doing shit, oh, that's when I became interesting. Nah, in school I was... Somebody called it in one of the comments, they were like, I bet you were trouble in class. I could be. I wasn't always trouble. But just like now, when I start trouble, you fucking know it. It's like, I'm just sitting there like, that's cool, man, that's what's up. Oh, trouble's arrived? You know, yes. Or sometimes I'm like, I'm gonna fuck with this person. People wonder why I don't want to like go out and socialize. It's like, unless I'm in certain communities, and it's the metal scene, the biker scene, where I'm chill as fuck because everybody in there, 99.9% of the time, are people I want to hang out with. Like, those are the people I would rather associate with all the time. You know, it's when I have to deal with people that aren't those two subgroups that I'm like, you piss me off, I'm going to start some shit. This is Viral Load from Practitioners of Perversion. I always thought it was Practitioners of the Perverse, but it's Practitioners of Perversion. This is Raped with a Rake. There's some banging fucking songs on this. Y'all need to go listen. It is on YouTube. Go fucking listen to this. This needs to be in your playlist for like a year. I only had a tape player in my car, so I bought cassette tapes for a long time. And then I started buying CDs and then burning them onto blank tapes and putting those in my car. I think I copied this album start to finish, like on a tape, and like blasted that tape to work every morning. And then on my way home, I would flip it to the other side and listen to a different band, which was probably Suffocation, most likely Effigy of the Forgotten, but you know. And like for like months or something like that, that's what I was doing. Viral Load got me to work for a couple of months every morning, man. It's fucking banging. I bought this from the band at one of the shows I saw them at. You know, that was the perks of living in Houston at that time, was being able to see Viral Load. Practitioners of Perversion. And the first album is up there too. I can't remember the name of that. I'm not like Justin. I can't remember those names and shit. I used to. Comments. Yeah, okay, so we were talking about rituals and stuff in that other video, and I just kind of brought it up again with the Natural Born Killers video with Ice Cube and Dr. Dre. Go watch that. And I got somebody else comments. So I said the stuff I was going to say, which is basically just telling you what I've heard. And I asked for comments. I asked for everybody's comments. And I got some, and it was awesome. So we're going to go through a few of these. I forgot to pull one out. Okay, so Mitzvot TV. Mitzvot TV. Cool logo in the comments. I see Mitzvot in like metal comments sometimes. That's awesome. Like for bands or something. I know I've seen his name in the comments before. It's cool. Mitzvot says, the high screams are Sean Whitaker. I think. I'm pretty sure. Now that's Donnie, the lead singer. The super highs are Donnie. But Sean does lows as well. He does highs and lows. Mitzvot says, personally, occultism has no place in shows, whether it's real or not. Well, occultism or practicing occult. Because occult, if we look at the root of the word, or the definition of the word, it just means hidden. There's exoteric, esoteric. Esoteric is for everyone, and exoteric is esoteric means it's for a certain group of people. Exoteric means it's for everyone else. So most people would look at a symbol and think one thing, but another group of people, a smaller group of people, are going to realize it actually means something else. So occultism is going to be, people do that. I mean, that's our horns up. That's a lot of the symbols we use in death metal. Death metal practices occultism just with its signs and symbology, but for us, it's usually just for merchandising purposes. But it is also fun, and we don't hide it. As long as you're in the scene talking about music, we'll fucking tell you. That's the thing. Metal doesn't keep its secrets very well. It shares its secrets because that's part of the art and craft, and the camaraderie and respect we have for one another. When a lot of musicians get closed off and shit, they are practicing in occultism because they don't want to know about your shit. But then so many other ones you talk to are just more than happy to talk to you about anything in the world, you know. So while metal practices occultism, it doesn't keep its secrets well, because that's anyway. So I just want to put that in there, mitzvahs, but great. Otherwise, I think you mean practicing rituals, and I'm going to assume that's what you meant. It's another form of controlling people, he says, and I am completely against it, especially when it gets people to do blood stuff or get people killed, but that's just me. Bro, that ain't just you. I think I'll join you on that one. I will rally behind you with that one. If Mitzvahs put up a banner and says we ain't doing these 5 things anymore, and that's on the list, you got one. I got your back, bro. And control. Control. Any kind of hidden thing has an element of control. I have been in groups and subgroups where there is an element of, they're screaming feasting on ovaries. And the dudes from Dying Fetus and Deeds of Flesh and Cephalic Carnage and Devourment are all doing gang vocals. It's in the credits, you can read it. I'm not going to show it to you, but it exists. They're screaming feasting on ovaries. They just keep doing that. The solo was pretty cool for what Sean does. So yeah, I'm with you, Mitzvahs, on none of that crazy bullshit and shit. And yes, I can pass for an elf. It seems like you're over 6 feet tall. I have the hair and the build. I'm not saying to cosplay on here, but maybe at conventions or something. And he's got the laughing thing, like, I didn't mean it. Yeah, I've never been to one of those kinds of cons. I've been to comic book conventions because I am a comic book guy. I'm not a fanatic, but I own more books than you probably do. But when it comes to owning books, I don't have as much as some people. Oh my god, but I have books. I like books. But books for me, I will trade books, give books away. You know, I would do that with CDs for a long time. As long as it got people listening to it, I didn't really care. But yeah, let's not do all that weird shit at shows. Totally cool with you, Mitzvahs. I think, honestly, that seems to be the consensus among people in the comments section. Smilexa. So I'm almost at the end of here's a somewhat pagan perspective. Oh shit! Wait, this is actually part 2 of a 2-part comment. And I didn't get. Oh, I only wanted the second part. Okay, that's all I needed. Because you were talking to me about something else. Okay, but then you came in on this one, saying blood rituals in general are a no-go for me because in witchcraft, things like that, this comes back to you tenfold. Yeah, there seems to be a karmic retribution for things that you do to people. Call it karma if you wish. I mean, that's exactly what we think of when we think of karma. When we say karma, we're like, oh, if you put out bad shit, you're going to eventually get bad shit. Just because you get it put out good doesn't mean it's going to be returned tenfold. Good isn't rewarded. It isn't, your goodness is not rewarded. It is its own reward. Doing good is what you should be doing. You shouldn't be rewarded to do your job. You should do it. You shouldn't be pat on the head from the Almighty saying, good job, you're being nice to people. But being nice doesn't mean good, because a lot of people can be fucking nice and be condescending at the same time because they're looking down on you. Being kind to someone means just kind of like, I don't even know, man. That's where the trick lies. What is kindness? What is goodness? Give to the poor. Well, what if I give all my shit away, then I have nothing, then I am poor? Yeah, you're not supposed to do that either. If you're giving to the poor just a nickel a week, for instance, just a nickel a week, But everybody's doing that nickel. Nobody's poor. And the church kind of tried to help with that by saying, give us 10% and we'll feed these poor and do all this. But you just paid someone to do your job, what you should be doing. So a lot of people, I'm going to do kind works by tithing to my church or attending church, and now I'm going to just be a shithead for the rest of the week. And actually, that's not just a problem with Christians. Old Hebrews, if you read your fucking Old Testament, you will see old Hebrews did that shit all the fucking time. They would do stuff in the temple, and they'd be thieves for the rest of the day. Thieves and liars for the rest of the day. And yes, they were thieves and liars. That's why God sent, like, other armies to kick the shit out of them. Karmic retribution. Everybody, not everybody, but so many damn people talk about it. There has to be truth. Truth to it. Truth, guys. That's what we're on a quest for. We don't know that's what we're looking for, but we want things to make sense in a very unclear world. The waters are very muddy. We want something clear and tangible. That's what we're on about, even if we don't consciously say it. I bet if someone offered that to you and says, here, I can clear this up for you, you wouldn't turn it down. You'd be like, oh, thank you, that was actually exactly what I needed. We need that, and we're on the quest for that. And if we're still talking right now, if you're reading, if you're watching this and commenting and shit, so we're on the quest for truth. And in that karmic retribution and balance, you know, it seems that... Anyway. Smileyza continues. I guess the old Aztecs and Olmecs could speak for hours on this, as they seem to be quiet for no matter for the weather. Oh, yeah, they did awful shit because of the sun god or something. You know, yeah. Pun intended if you got it. No, I didn't, but I did get it. So, blood and life are itself forces that should not be effed with. Aha! Yes, very good. Yeah. Find old bones and work your magic with that. Oh. I didn't know that last part. Find old bones and work your magic with that. Like, that's okay to do. Good to know. Good to know. That makes me think of 1,000 other things. Smiley, so you got my brain warm here. But yeah, you shouldn't be it's just spilling blood on the ground. There were the thuggies out of India, and that's where we get the word thug. When someone's a thug, they're usually like a robber, a bandit, a bad guy, a tough guy. That comes from an Indian word, or Hindu, maybe? That language over there, the guys in India. Those dudes. Thuggy. And it's thug with 2 E's at the end. And basically that's exactly what it were. Just tough guys, bandits. They had a rule, though, the thugs. They couldn't let blood hit the ground. It's a major no-no, a major sin for them. Now, they could beat you to death as long as a drop of blood didn't hit the ground. So choking you and poisoning you was the best way to do it, because the blood was spilled. They knew. Don't let that blood hit the ground. So yeah, when you're like, blood and life should not be fucked with. Shouldn't be. At all. It's not something you should toy with. There is such a return for you on the other side. I am telling you that for a fact. On the other side, you will face a karmic retribution. And, good luck. I think most of y'all will be mostly okay. That's my general consensus of people, is most people will be mostly okay. Now, is it going to be great? No, but nothing really was up until this moment, so you won't really notice. You'll just be kind of forced to replay all that shit. And since so many of you will just be like, blah, you'll just spread this blah, this general malaise spreading over the land. We'll go, and that's what the pharmaceutical industry wants. They want just a planet that's meh. They don't want it to be good, because good is counteracted with bad. They don't want those ups and downs. They want meh on a slow increase. The only problem with meh is that its slow increase eventually dies off because you depress the species so much. Yep, there you go. That's where you're at right now. Earth, planet Earth, and human beings. Damn, I yapped on for like 20 minutes about this shit. I'm talking about rat music. I had another one I was going to read, but it's actually long, so we're going to save that one for the next time. Keep this conversation going. You guys are awesome. Don't know what I'd do without you. I've learned so much from some of you guys. For real, I have. It's perspective. That's what I want. In the quest for truth, you must find perspective. Scale and variance. That's a geometry term. Perspective, scale, variance. Those are ways you need to look and feel about everything. You know, imagine there's this thin layer separating you and reality, and it's skin, muscle, and bone. And what's going on in here is an entire fucking universe. You know, entire universe is in your fucking head, and it's separated by reality and everybody else's universe by skin and bone. If you think how far apart our minds are from each other, despite being so very, very close, they're worlds apart. Makes me think of space travel. Scale and variance. Cattle Pride, Appalachian Warlord.